A little information before we start. You might notice my voice sounds a bit different. I had some issues with OBS. I had to reset everything. This is after my recording already, so you'll notice a difference. I'll try and get everything back and running as I did before, but it might take some time, unfortunately. Another thing is I wasn't watching when I was recording. I unfortunately recorded a black screen, so I'm going to have to redo it in terms of the playing of it, but the recording, the voices and the game sounds and everything else will be as I did beforehand. So if you notice anything inconsistent to what is being said or anything like that, that is the reason why. Anyway, I'll let you guys get back into it. Hope you enjoy.
Good morning, evening and afternoon, and welcome to part 14 of Aokana,蒼の彼方のフォーリズム. Not too much has happened last time. One major thing we learnt was the news that Aoi had wanted to give the Flying Circus Club was that they will be holding a joint training session or training camp type thing, and then have some matches with another school. And that school, unfortunately, the name's escaping me right now, but it is, well, what we believe is Rika's school. So it'll be interesting to see, because we already know Rika, from what we can tell, either isn't looking forward to training with Masia's school, or she, because I can't recall the exact words she said, but or she was with the idea of training with us, but the other members were not, because there was problems with the discussions with her and her club. Unfortunately, it was minor spoiled on one of the characters we'll be introducing soon. And because of that, I'm going to be skipping, or trying to skip as much of the next times in each chapter. One of the biggest reasons why I don't like doing that. I'm watching it, I mean. But yeah, I can't wait to see what Rika's expression will be once she sees Marcia. Very interesting to see that. Yeah. I'm not even sure what we can really expect. Well, one thing I can expect is we know that that other school's Flying Circus Club is strong. And honestly, we don't really have, in quotations, strong members. Obviously, Shion is probably the most experienced, but he still has a lot of flaws, even I can tell. And second best, Misaki, still probably hasn't got a grasp with her shoes as well, so that's also going to be a problem. So thankfully this is just training and practice sessions, and rather than full-on matches with things on stake. So, but yeah, I'm sure hopefully it'll be a big learning experience for everyone. Wait to see what's going to happen next. Let's take a look.
私、先生から今向かってる学校のことを聞いてる途中だったんですけど、もしかして忘れられちゃったのかなって。
Right, Asuka, tell her. Pretending to blow smoke out of a cigarette that's not even lit can't save her.
嬉しそうだな、マサヤ。
I pretend not to hear that.
いや、クラシナ、忘れていたわけじゃない。説明の第1部が終わっていただけなんだ。すぐに波乱の第2部が始まる。
Why is she being so dramatic? That's gotta be one of the worst excuses I've ever heard.
なるほど、そうだったんですね。これからが第2部。すみません、気がつかなくて。
And she's eating it up. And this gullible girl actually believes her. Quit lying to her, you totally just forgot.
私のツッコミがよほど先生の心をえぐったようですね。死後マスター、葵、
Madoka flies off sideways in an exaggerated manner as Aoi-san's palm grazes her.
マネージャーにそんな危険な技をかけるなんて。
何を言ってる。本当に危険な技だったらまどかの命はもうないぞ。
That's actually quite scary on its own.
さすが先生、暗殺剣までマスターしておられるとは。技を盗んでおくといいぞ。
暗殺剣を盗める妹って兄的にどうなの？
Yeah, this is getting way too weird. I better get away from Aoi-san while I still can.
ふわっとっと。
Asuka follows me. Looks like she did it without really thinking. Miss Kagami seems preoccupied. How about I pick up where she left off?
でしたら。
Asuka presses her hands together mid-sentence, as if she suddenly remembered something.
そういえばさっき先生、マサヤさんのことを弟子だとか。
You must have been hearing things.
そうでしたか。マサヤさんがそう言うなら間違いありませんね。
Now she says it's more like, if Masaya is one saying it, then I guess it's correct. Asuka's absolute faith in me makes me feel bad. But there's nothing I can do about it. Don't really feel like explaining our past right now. Oh, we're here.
だったら質問の続きいいですか？大きい学校というお話ですが、具体的には。
Stop.
またお預けですか？先生のおっしゃるところの第2部間、第3部へ続くんですか？
No, it's just seeing is believing.
はい。
I tell our entire group to stop. Below us is an area far too large to be a normal campus. We're there. Wouldn't we rather say we're here? I don't know. I don't know, anyway. Episode 3, Rivals. Fukuro Island is located 5.4 kilometers southwest of Kunahama Island. It takes 19 minutes to cross by ferry. And in northeastern part of Fukuro Island is the school. So this is Takafuji Academy's Fukuro Island branch, huh?
大きいですね。
Asuka gives her honest impression.
クラシナはここに通うという選択肢もあったんじゃないか？
高藤は全国的に有名だもんね。そうですけど。
Any specific reason you didn't choose it?
大きいと移動教室の時大変そうじゃないです？
Okay. Frankly, that kind of response suits Asuka best.
それに、それを言うなら皆さんだって高藤に入ってないじゃないですか。
Well, I chose Kunahama because it's close by. Well, I think we know the reason why. It was because it didn't at that moment. It didn't have a flying circus club. That's my default answer to the question, and it's what I want to believe too. But honestly, I know that wasn't my real reason. After all, I've been trying to avoid flying circus for a while now. That's why I chose Kunahama Academy, which wasn't known for flying circus. And somehow I still ended up getting involved with the sport. Aoi-san was the first person I ever lied to about my motives. Though I'm guessing she saw right through me from the start.
俺は FC 部が弱小だったからだな。
I can see him doing that, yeah. Can't say I expected him to share my thought process.
部室も練習場所もメンバーの数さえままならない同好会。練習試合、結果を残し、ついに学校に認められて部活への昇格。そして大会初出場で全国制覇。燃える展開じゃないかなあ。
Winning nationals on the first try.
メンバーの数もギリギリなまま後がない3年の春を迎えていましたけどね。
やはり最後の決め手は筋肉だったよな。
筋肉が私たちに何か恩恵を？
Mashiro seems pretty worried by that thought. Man, reality is a harsh mistress. In his 3 years, the Konohama Academy Flying Circus Club accomplished nothing and lost all its members. Also, someone should speak up about the win the nationals part.
っていうか兄ちゃん、高藤のスポーツ推薦を先生に土下座して頼んだ挙句落ちてたよね。
この将来有望な筋肉をな。見る目のない高藤は今日そのツケをたっぷり支払うわけだ。
でもこの間負けてましたよね。
Oh, was she also from Takafuji? I don't think I recall her mentioning that. But it honestly slipped my mind completely. Interesting. So we have 2 students from Takafuji we know of. Huh.
それはそれ、これはこれ。
You never quit, do you? Maybe it's the power of his muscles. Considering my situation, I'm actually kind of jealous. Though I'd still never wish to be like him.
美咲ちゃんとましろちゃんは？めんどくさい。
Yeah, I can see that answer.
高藤なんてお金持ちの行くところです。
I think that's a bit of an overstatement.
まどかちゃんも？いやー、私はほら、あんな人の多いとこに行ったら個性とか埋没しそうで大変じゃない？
Sorry for the weird pause. I'm just thinking now. Because obviously we know Masaya lied about his reasons, and I thought maybe one of them also. For some reason, Madoka's hit differently. I'm not too sure why. It just doesn't feel like that's the true reason.
何かあった時に私がメインヒロインになれるよう、こう身の丈に合った学校にしとこうかなって。
And now it's a bit more natural. The first sentence was a bit weird, but okay.
合言葉はまどかちゃんマジメインヒロイン。
Kind of makes me wish she was.
控えめなようでものすごくずうずうしいですね。
Somehow I get the feeling that I should give up on her.
そういえば先ほどおっしゃってたの何でしたっけ？自治生徒会？
ああ、大雑把に言うと、高藤は学生が学園の運営自治をしているんだ。もちろん疑似的なものではあるがな。その頂点が自治生徒会というわけだ。
なるほど。
I don't know if we know or will interact with one person from that supposed council.
ピンとこないか？ならこういう話がある。少し特殊なケースかもしれないが、現在高藤の FC 部には監督がいない。名前だけの顧問がいるのみでな。
Huh?
あれだけの名門校なのにですか？
実は去年まではいたんだ。
どういうことなんでしょう？
Yeah, she's more like saying, I wonder what happened. It's more like asking herself the question rather than saying it out loud.
名門の名を守るため、結果ばかりを重視して 部を顧みない指導が続いたらしくてな。部員たちの手によって解任されたらしい。
Oh, wow.
じゃあ今は？
監督解任を主導し、さらに監督不在の部を一人でまとめ上げ、
I'm guessing that was the guy we were spoiled on, maybe.
去年結果を残したどころか、この地域の覇者になったのが高藤福島の FC 部部長。
お待ちしておりましたわ。
SunaeVN, I think her name was. I wonder what her. That's also probably why she was probably one of the people who was against the idea of training with us. That makes more sense as well. And obviously, I think the captain as well, perhaps. But the captain would have most of the say in agreeing or disagreeing. Let's see. I turn toward the person who addressed us. And when I do, I see a rather large number of students that have gathered before us. There's probably more than 50 of them. That's a big club then, if that's all the club members. I'm guessing that's the Takafuji Academy Flying Circus Club. Rika. No need to guess because I spot an all too familiar face. They expect the entire club to come greet us. And the one who called out to us, positioned at the center of the lined up students, is... Yep.
ごきげんよう。久那浜学院の皆さん。
Right, I should have known.
あれ、知り合い？
Madoka asks, not knowing that she was the one who beat her brother. Kind of.
じゃあ、佐藤院さんが高藤福島の部長さんですか？
I don't think so. Probably the vice president.
進藤は？
Yeah, that's the name I was spoiled on.
進藤？
進藤和成。それが高藤福島の部長にして東大最強のスカイウォーカーの名前だ。
Okay, there's the name Skywalker. There we go. Now we'll use it. I do apologize for previously not using that word. It's just, you know, how I try to stick to as close to literal translations or as close to what I believe to be the right answer, rather than take from a translation that I was a bit skeptical on from the beginning. So I do apologize. So yes, I will use Skywalker from now on. Okay. I mean, obviously somebody did mention before that it was probably mentioned beforehand already, but I just missed it. So it could have just been that. Anyway, Kazunari Shindo. Never heard of him.
あ、その名前聞いたことある。かなり有名だよ。なんでも実力がピカイチで、私らの年代のスカイウォーカー全員の目標だとか。
I'm pretty I know he's dropped out of flying circus in total, but I'm surprised he's never heard of him. I mean, even as little as he should be involved with the sports, I mean, I'm quite surprised. I mean, shouldn't you be researching these types of things if you're the coach? In terms of, it's hard for me to explain, but I'm quite surprised by that. Oh, really? I've had my hands full, so I've never bothered to scout potential opponents. My bad. Yeah, I guess he was pretty full, and that's what I was expecting him to do, but okay. I'm totally failing as a coach right now. I should stop paying more attention to flying circus news. But putting that aside...
進藤部長は現在休養で席を外しております。我が部はマネージャーの数にはこと書きませんが、あの方でなければ処理できない監督業もございますので。
About 7 or 8 students all bow their heads when she brings up their managers. Guess that's their way of introducing themselves.
大丈夫。量より質だよね。
She's saying that because we don't have the quantity, it's better to have the quality, meaning she is better than all of them in a sense.
じゃあ完全敗北じゃない？ ミサキひど！
I'll ignore our barely functioning manager for now. Can't believe they have so many people in supporting roles. No wonder they house the reigning champion.
あの方も久那浜学院の皆さんの到着を心待ちにしておられました。ですからすぐに戻られることでしょう。
Well, her reception and the way she is right now, she seems quite welcoming, so I guess she wasn't the one against the idea. Eagerly awaiting us, huh? And obviously the captain as well, then. Going by what Aoi-san said, this joint training camp is effectively the same as us forcing ourselves into Takafuji's practice. It'd be nice if everyone actually wanted us here, but... yeah, I think Aoi was one of the ones that didn't want the joints one. I doubt they do.
もちろん副部長である私、高藤の紫のバラこと佐藤院玲子も歓迎いたしますわ。
玲子。
先生、この方も有名なプレイヤーさんですか？
I doubt it. But I don't know.
いや、彼女は知らない。
Yeah. She sure doesn't mince words.
お嬢様タイプというか、なんだか高圧的な話し方をされますね。
Mashida seems annoyed by her attitude.
ともあれ、遠路はるばるお疲れ様です。久那浜学院の皆さん、高藤学園 FC 部を代表して厚く御礼申し上げますわ。遠いところからお疲れになったでしょう。お部屋にご案内いたしますわ。さ、荷物をお貸しなさい。お持ちしますわ。
Saying so, Satsumi-san comes over to get our bags herself. Wouldn't say it was a journey, but it's nice to see she actually cares.
宣言撤回します。そうでもないのかも。カテゴリーは腰の低い高飛車お嬢様。
Yeah, I completely forgot. We noticed that during the match between Asuka and Satsumi, she's actually quite caring in a sense. I forgot about that. That makes no sense. Misaki's just contradicting herself there. Plus, she's wrong on both counts. Satsumi-san is just a genuinely kind person.
いや、案内は後でいい。
あら、そうですか？
Yeah, she just says, "Oh my, is that so? Is that so?"
うん、若いんだ。練習でもして打ち解けた方がいいだろう。
There she goes again. What are we supposed to do if our warm-up ends poorly? The looks on everyone but Asuka's face makes it clear we're thinking along the same lines. However, that isn't even the strangest thing she just said. I mean, what does being young have to do with anything? I'm sure all of us want to ask her that question, but we avoid it in order to ensure our continued survival.
というか、自己紹介がまだだったな。私は久那浜の鏡だ。顧問をやっている。
Okay, I guess she's quite popular. Some of the Takafuji girls let out cheers as she introduces herself. Seems the once legendary Aoi Kagami is still known among young Skywalkers. I'm not surprised. She had tons of fans back in the day, and most of them were girls.
静かになさい。
Satsumi-san scolds them.
マサヤ。
Got it. Urged on by her gaze, I decide to introduce myself. Thank you for making this training camp possible. I'm Masaya Hinata, a sophomore at Kunahama Academy. I also currently serve as the coach of our Flying Circus Club.
プレイングマネージャーですか？ だとしたら我が部の部長と同じですわね。
Interesting that the president also is a coach, but unfortunately we're not a player. No, I'm just the coach.
専任ですか。まあ
Even she's surprised. Interesting. All of the Takafuji students seem surprised by that fact. Makes sense. It's pretty unusual for someone our age to be just a coach. Even Shindo-san, the top Skywalker of our generation, does both. That must mean they take me for some genius strategist. Damn, I want to go home now. That said, it's not like I'm anything
Masaya はすごいぞ。名ばかりの顧問の私と違って、部内のことをすべて仕切っている。
She's just adding oil to the supposed fire, I guess you could say. It's adding more to it. Oh, what are you saying? I was trying to lower their expectations, but she just ruined everything.
責任感も強いしな。今から帰ってしまう私とは大違いだよ。
Seriously, wait, what? I had to have misheard that, right? You can't be serious. You're not actually leaving us here, are you?
安心しろ。引率として送迎はきちんとする。帰りも迎えに来るから。
That's not the problem here.
それに、私がいたら向こうの女子が練習どころじゃなくなる。
She winks at a girl who's staring at her as she says that. Shrill cheers erupt once more. Yeah, I can understand that, okay.
冗談はともかくとして。
Didn't really sound like a joke to me.
向こうも生徒のみだ。先方からそういう条件で話をされている。
Interesting. I'm sure you can pass for a student.
お前、あんまり大人をバカにするとヒールで踏みにじるぞ。
I mean, take it as a compliment. But she really does look young. Aoi-san turns to face Satuin-san.
実質部活のことはこの日向に任せているからな。久那浜の神道と言っても過言ではない。
No, please don't. Sure, I haven't even met Shindo-san, but he sounds way more amazing than me.
今日からの合宿もこの日向が実現させたんだ。
I don't know if this is her sick idea of payback, but either way, she keeps making the situation worse for me.
まあそれはそれは。
And the problem is, everyone from Takafuji is buying into her crap. Except for Rika? I'm screwed.
じゃあ、私は帰るからな。
I can't believe you're actually abandoning us. I know she's not the type to change her mind, but still. Fine, I've given up on stopping you, so please do something about our president before you leave.
何？
He's down in the dumps because you made me seem like the leader. I only just noticed that Prez looks devastated. His reaction's honestly kind of cute, but doesn't suit him at all.
よく見てるな、マサヤ。
That's beside the point.
そういったケアもコーチの仕事だ。なに、それだけの観察眼があれば大丈夫さ。
Glad it will get you nowhere. Quit trying to avoid the problem.
ああ、ダメだ。もう勤務時間外。意見を聞く耳は今日の受付を締め切りました。残念。
Hey, Miss Kagami.
そういうところに気づけるのならその後のケアも含めてやってみろ。腕の見せ所かもしれないぞ。
So what she's saying, this is a test of my leadership skills or something. Fine, I'll take care of it. Can't really count on her to handle it anyway. I turn to face everyone from Takafuji Academy again. Let me continue where I left off. This here is our very dependable club president. Prez's ears twitch when he hears that. No one I know as muscular as him. His bulging biceps are a huge help during practice.
おう、部長で3年の青柳シオンだ。合宿では筋肉の話ができるといいなと思っている。よろしく。
Prez returns in all his glory.
筋肉関係でお世話になってるって、それじゃ私たち変態集団みたいじゃないですか。女子部員にそんな存在な扱いしたらきっと口を聞いてもらえなくなるから気をつけなよ。
Unfortunately, the way I handled that is met with contempt by some of our female members. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that. Introductions continue on after Prez.
はい、2年の倉科明日香です。
Quiet murmurs erupt among Takafuji Club members. I wonder why. What's up with them?
フライングサーカスどころか初めて空を飛んでからまだ3週間くらいですけど。
The buzz has grown louder. Oh, I see. Takafuji people keep glancing between Asuka and Satoin-san. That makes sense. Oh, it's probably spoken about it, or some people have noticed it or seen that fight between them. They must know They must all know that Asuka scored a point on Satoin-san. On top of that, she started flying only 3 weeks ago. If we look at the timeline, she'd only been added for a week back then. So it's no wonder they're all confused. Her stock must have taken a big hit thanks to that revelation. Look at Satoin-san as that thought runs through my mind.
久しぶりですね、倉科明日香。
She really is a good-hearted person.
お久しぶりです、佐藤院さん。私の名前覚えてくれたんですね。今自己紹介してくださったじゃありませんか。私は一度聞いた名前は忘れません。今回の合宿では前に奪われたポイントを取り返せると楽しみにしていますわ。よろしくお願いいたしますわね。こちらこそ胸をお借りして頑張ります。
Satoin-san directs an elegant bow at Asuka, which she hurriedly tries to return. Wow. That's a little unexpected. I thought she might hold a grudge and go all, that was nothing but a fluke or something. I mean, if we were to judge it by the character that she's trying to portray, like the Ojo Summer character, sure, then I would accept, that was nothing but a fluke, or I can understand that. But because what we've seen already is that she's kind-hearted and she's caring, I really didn't expect her to hold a grudge. Actually, the Takafuji students all seem really composed too. Maybe Satoin's a better leader than I thought. And there's still someone above her, Shindo-san. Takafuji's Academy Fukuro Island branch, huh? It's hard to tell what Rika's really thinking right now. A certain girl I know has been glaring daggers at me this entire time. The expression she has on her face makes me pray she only looks like her, but I know that isn't true. Anyway, introductions continue.
有坂真白、1年生です。あとは
Why don't you tell them your playstyle?
分かってます。今言おうと思ってたんです。まったく先輩は。飛行スタイルはファイターです。よろしくお願いします。
Mashida bows her head with a smile on her face. What, can't spare any of that kindness for me? Guess this is what they call teenage rebellion.
なんだ、何か言いたそうだな、マサヤ。
It's nothing. They grow up so fast.
ちなみに私はオールラウンダーです。
俺はもちろんスピーダーだぜ。
The two people who finished introducing themselves chime in with their playstyles. And then next comes
飛沢美咲2年ファイタ
That's a bit too brief. Low blood pressure or not, she could at least try a bit harder here.
ー。日本語難しいね。
Let me get this straight. You're planning on rolling with that broken Japanese for the rest of this training camp? Yeah?
よろしくお願いします。
Misaki bows her head. Glad she realized it'd be a pain to keep that up.
最後は歌って踊れるマネージャー、久浜学院2年の青柳まどかちゃんです。やられん。
As soon as I heard her voice and this whole line, I guess you could say, it reminded me of a character from Lucky Star. If anybody of you watched Lucky Star before, you'd know who I'd be referring to. Oh wow.
じゃあ私は帰るからな。
Completely ignoring it. Okay, see you in a few days. So it's a multi-day. I knew it was gonna be a long training camp, but I didn't expect it. Obviously, I should have expected it. So they'll be staying for a couple of days. It'll be interesting to see if there'll be any situation that allows us to connect a little bit more closely with one of the characters.
鏡先生、お疲れ様でした。
What makes it funny is her keeping her posture like this, as if she's wanting comments, but no one's giving it to her. Yep. You should be glad you didn't get anyone's honest opinion. Oh. I'm watching Aoi-san leave when.
あなた、
So, the way I was taught my Japanese, I guess you could say, is my teacher always told us that when you're referring to somebody, or when you're directly wanting their attention, or you want to talk to someone, or when you want their attention, I guess you could say, when you want to call out to them, anata, for you, is considered quite rude. Or mainly if you know their name already. So obviously it was just from one point of view from my one teacher who was taught who taught us, me and my other classmates, in one dialect, just normal Tokyo dialect. So obviously different situations and different meanings, there's a lot of situations that could change that opinion, I guess you could say, or thinking of it. It's just because the way I was taught about it, it just seems like she's obviously not being rude. That's why I know it just feels weird for me. Like, yeah, she could have just said Masaya-san, like just calling out his name. It's almost like she just forgot his name already, in a sense, you know.
あなたですわ、あなた。ちょっとあなた。
Huh? Are you talking to me?
私の視線の先にあなたがいますか？
I mean, no, but it's kind of hard to tell when all you say is you. What happened to not forgetting a name you've heard?
ええ、忘れておりませんとも。でも、だからといって呼ぶとは限らないでしょ。
I see. She's saying there's some condition I haven't cleared yet. Need to earn her respect to get privilege of being called by name. Well, what do you need?
本当にお部屋に通す前に練習でいいんですか？
Let me think. That proposal is our beloved teacher's last will and testament. We should at least use it for her sake. Yeah, let's just get you right to practice. Can we use your changing rooms?
ええ。
Come on, take this more seriously. They're letting us stay here and practice with them. I have some manners, girl.
では更衣室はこちらになります。よろしくお願いします。
So that's when the scene takes it upon herself to show our members the way to the changing rooms. So everyone other than me follows her. Ah, shit. Next thing I know, I find myself all alone in front of dozens of Takafuji's students. She was just gone with them. We got nothing to do here. This is really awkward. Actually, that's not quite right. I'm their coach. It's my job to get to know some of their players to help my team fit in. I'm not very good at socializing, but I'm the only one who can do this. Oh, wait. Monica would have been perfect for this, and she doesn't even need to change. Why'd she leave? Guess that doesn't really matter now. It's all up to me. I need to at least talk to one person. Having made my mind up, I take a deep breath to relax and prepare myself for this trial. That's Rika. That's right, I forgot. I still have to deal with her.
ちょっといいですか?
And we'll have that moment for next time. Unfortunately, I really wanted to see what she has to say, but I don't want to have it to go too long. But it's interesting. So today we found out. Well, we kind of knew. Well, I'm trying to think now about her words about that discussion she had with her club that led to disagreements. So far, doesn't seem too bad. I wonder where the disagreements came from. She's probably one of them that seems to disagree, and I'm sure a few more seem to disagree as well. Because obviously I would have also thought that a strong club like Takafuji having to train with a no-name club with barely any members be a waste of time. So I can understand that sentiment being spread for with over 50 members, like more than half at least would disagree with the training with them. But so far the club presidents and the vice presidents seem they don't mind at all at the moment. Well, we don't know about the club president yet. All we know is that he couldn't wait to see us, or couldn't wait to meet us. It doesn't mean that he doesn't disagree. But then again, as mentioned before, he is the club president, and he has a lot of power to his voice, as you could say. So if he disagreed, then it's more likely they would have disagreed entirely. But then again, Aoi's power, I guess you could say, in terms of her charisma and what she can do, could be higher than that. So it's going back and forth, we don't know yet. So, yeah, I didn't expect, I completely forgot that SunaeVN had mentioned her school during that fight in the earlier part of the story. Or if she didn't, well, if she, sorry. But if she didn't, then, yeah, it's quite a big surprise that she's, yeah. Now, not much else to really say. Just quite lengthy discussions today. Yeah, I can't wait to see how this is going to go, this training camp. Specifically since it's going to be multiple days. I wonder how the dorms or their lodging is going to be. Obviously, you're going to be splitting the boys and girls. But I see these types of situations as flags, in a sense. Obviously, those that know visual novels know what flags are. Because I've seen a few visual novels in the past that when there was some cultural festival or an outing or something where they have to stay a few days at some place or another. Generally, those types of situations generally lead to type of scenes that I kind of, I mean, it's normal and now and then in visual novels, but sometimes it's over exaggerated, I guess you could say. Etchy moments, I guess you could call them. Like the scenario with the bus, I guess you could say. So I'm possibly seeing one of those things coming up soon. Another one is not scenes, I should say, but rather moments where we are able to choose, have a decision between one of the members, possibly. I'm expecting one of that to happen as well. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see this training camp specifically as well, because I want to see how Rika competes in Flying Circus. Obviously we know Shindo will appear, because I fucking hate that spoiler thing. Because like, if I didn't even see that, I wouldn't even know how well he plays. I don't know if what he looks like and name. I'd be like, oh, I wonder what he looks like. I wonder how he goes. And so Shindo was his name, huh? Type of thing. I prefer to be surprised and shown it in a sense, rather than given it in a trailer in a sense. You know, that's one of the things I really hate. Anyway, that'll be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please let me know what you thought, and I'll see you all next time.